What's up everyone, today's been quite a hectic day with Genshin Impact's reveal of what's to come in version 2.0 and beyond. You probably already know the news, but let me just say I'm very excited for Inazuma. Normally what I do is I make a 5-minute quick rundown of everything that's to come in the next patch, but I don't think that's really fitting here since they mainly talked about the design process behind Inazuma. If you haven't seen the live stream yet, definitely check it out on Genshin Impact's official YouTube channel. Instead, today I'm gonna try something a little different and do a pre-release analysis of the 2 new artifact sets and give my initial thoughts on who can get the most value out of these artifacts. Of course, if you see a character missing from my analysis, that doesn't necessarily mean they cannot use the new sets. I simply want to emphasize the characters I think that can utilize them the best. Anyways, beyond the artifacts, I could ramble on about how I love some of the new characters and how I can't wait for the Inazuma story to get dark, but I'm sure you don't want to hear that, so let's get this analysis rolling. Alright, so before I start suggesting characters that would love these 2 artifact sets, let's lay down exactly what they do first. Our 2 new artifact sets coming in the 2.0 update are called Emblem of Severed Fate and Shimenawa's Reminiscence. Emblem of Severed Fate increases your energy recharge by 20% for the 2 set, and the 4 set increases elemental burst damage based on 25% of your energy recharge. A maximum of 75% elemental burst damage can be obtained by the set bonus, meaning you need 300% energy recharge to reach this 75% bonus. Our second set, Shimenawa's Reminiscence, grants 18% attack just like the Gladiator 2 set bonus. For the 4 set, if you cast an elemental ability, you will lose 15 energy and gain a 50% bonus to normal, charge, and plunge attack damage. However, if you don't have 15 energy to sacrifice, this effect won't take place. As an overarching view of these 2 artifacts, let me just say that if these 2 artifact sets are together in a single domain, which is 99% likely, you better consider farming this domain. The sheer amount of value that you're able to get from spamming this domain is absolutely insane. Both the 2 sets of 20% energy recharge and 18% attack are extremely universal and can be used by almost every character in the game. As for the 4 sets, the Emblem of Severed Fate looks extremely broken for a plethora of support DPS characters. The bonus from the 4 set is just the Noblesse Oblige on steroids. With a 200% energy recharge stat, you're able to get 50% elemental burst damage bonus, which is just crazy to think about. On the other hand, the 4 set Shimenawa's Reminiscence seems more like a main DPS artifact set, which grants the largest bonus to normal, charge, and plunge attacks to date. The 50% is slightly better compared to the likes of Gladiator with 35% and Retracing Bolide with 40%. Like any other 4 set, the usage of the full 4 set is limited to a handful of characters. So now I'm going to get a little bit into which characters I think can use these sets the best and give my reasoning as to why. Getting right into the bulk of things, the first character that I think can really benefit from the Emblem of Severed Fate artifact set is support DPS Beidou. Anyone who plays Beidou knows that she struggles with energy problems, but her kit is super powerful. You're going to notice a pattern here with Emblem of the Severed Fate, where most of the characters are going to have strong off-field bursts, and Beidou is no exception. If your Beidou is close to 200% energy recharge, getting a 50% boost to her Stormbreaker is much better than running the 2 set Noblesse on her. Not to mention, you don't actually lose out on that much by ditching the 2 set Thundering Fury, since Beidou actually does ascend into electro damage bonus. The next character to appreciate Emblem of Severed Fate is Xingqiu. Similar to Beidou, Xingqiu doesn't actually lose out on too much by ditching the 2 set Heart of Death, thanks to his Ascension passive, which grants him 20% hydro damage bonus. While I think the 2 set Elemental damage bonus and the 2 set Noblesse Oblige will still be the go-to combo for Xingqiu and Beidou, the 4 set Emblem of Severed Fate is definitely going to be a great set for unlucky players who struggle to get enough energy recharge in artifact substats. Next up, we have one of my personal favorites for this new artifact set, Xiangling. Xiangling is notorious for her horrible energy generation and almost always needs an energy battery. While 20% energy is only a dent in her massive energy problem, by stacking energy recharge on Xiangling, you don't actually lose out on as much damage as you used to. Giving a boost to Pyronado that's more than double the 2 set effect of Noblesse thanks to your high energy recharge stat is exactly what Xiangling needs. As I said before, for Beidou and Xingqiu, I don't want to jump the gun and say that the 4-set Emblem of Severed Fate is going to be the best in slot for them. However, after extensively playing Xiangling recently, I'm really excited to try out this new set because I think there's a good chance that this set might be Xiangling's new favorite set. And lastly, our fourth and final character for Emblem of Severed Fate is Mona. I'm sure you all saw this one coming, and all I have to say here is wow. Wow, this set is going to be stellar on Mona. I'm trying to imagine how hard Mona's elemental burst can actually hit with this set. Not to mention, the 2-set also equates to an extra 4% hydro damage bonus thanks to Mona's Ascension passive that converts energy recharge to hydro damage bonus. Mona doesn't actually have drastic energy problems like the previous 3 characters, but nonetheless we stack energy recharge on Mona for hydro damage bonus. So, what this means is that we're naturally going to get great value out of the new artifact set. Moving into the second set, Shimenawa's Reminiscence, I feel as if this 4-set is really limited in its usage but also really good at the same time, so I'm kind of in a predicament regarding what I think about it. First up, we have the next character I'm pulling for, Yoimiya. It should be no surprise that Yoimiya can get some great value out of this set. Just like the Zhongli rerun with Tenacity of the Millith and Eula with Pale Flame, miHoYo typically likes to introduce or rerun a character that can use the next artifact set that they release. Taking a look at Yoimiya, she's very similar to Childe, where her elemental ability modifies her normal attacks, which is simply perfect for Shimenawa's Reminiscence. Of course, I don't know quite the energy situation with Yoimiya yet, so this is kind of like a preliminary prediction. If Yoimiya's energy generation is anything like Hu Tao's or Childe's, then it should be fine to run this set on her. However, if Yoimiya's burst is an 80 cost elemental burst and you're finding that you need more AoE damage, it might be too much to ask for to sacrifice 15 energy. Only time will tell once Yoimiya actually releases. Speaking of other characters that might like Shimenawa's Reminiscence, we have Hu Tao and Childe. These two characters both have a ton of similarities, both have stance changes on their elemental ability, both have 60 cost elemental bursts, and both have decent energy generation, so sacrificing 15 energy is not too bad. However, unlike Yoimiya, who I think might have Shimenawa as her best in slot, Hu Tao and Childe still have more consistent options in my opinion. For Hu Tao, the 4-set Crimson Witch or the 2-set Crimson Witch with the 2-set Tenacity of the Millith are still safer picks. As for Childe, the 4-set Heart of Depth is most likely the more consistent option. That doesn't mean Shimenawa's Reminiscence is useless on either Hu Tao or Childe, I just wanted to point these two characters out as potential candidates since I did mention them while talking about Yoimiya. Beyond that, there are a few other characters that could also use Shimenawa's Reminiscence, but only in niche situations. Some examples include Physical Fischl, Electro or Physical Keqing, or even Ningguang. Unfortunately, unlike Emblem of Severed Fate, Shimenawa's Reminiscence is much more situational. Even if most characters will stick to using the 2-set as a replacement for Gladiator, I still find this set quite interesting. If there's a character that you're planning to farm the new artifacts for that I didn't list, definitely let me know down in the comment section below. I'd be happy to hear what kind of builds you guys are preparing for. But with that, it's time to wrap up the video. If you enjoyed this small analysis or thought it was useful, be sure to support both the video and the channel. Other than that, I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.